My name is Teacher Evelyn and I work for VIPKID, and today I'm going to talk about a slightly controversial topic in the VIPKID community, and that's the idea of teaching siblings. Now, I'm going to provide a few different perspectives and different kinds of situations in which you might have more than one child at the screen. Okay. Occasionally I've seen on Facebook that some teachers try to end the VIPKID class because there's more than one kid sitting there. Me personally, I teach. I just teach them. I'm not saying those teachers are totally wrong. It is policy that we teach one child at a time, but there are a few exceptions to the rule. I've heard that twins can take a trial class together, and obviously if you have one main student and a sibling sitting next to them, that's perfectly okay. It's not against the rules, but you're going to direct all the questions to the student that is taking the lesson, and you're going to mostly not teach the other one. They're just going to play along, right? So I thought about making this video because last night I taught a class. It was the most adorable little girl. She was like 4 years old, and her sibling was like literally a baby, like less than 2, probably 1.5, I would guess. So I'm teaching like a 4-year-old and a 1.5-year-old. They're just cute as a button. One of them the 4-year-old had pigtails. The 1.5-year-old had a little bit of hair. They were both smiling and laughing, and we were singing the ABCs, and I was using my puppets, and they were enjoying it. And surprisingly, even the 1.5-year-old was repeating me some. But the mom periodically would remove the 1.5-year-old from the room, and I would continue teaching just the 4-year-old. And then the 1.5-year-old would come back, and I guess she was sneaking back in for more lesson. But I personally have no problem in that type of circumstance, just teaching and letting the cute little baby just be there, you know. There is a situation where I prefer the sibling not be there. Sometimes you'll be teaching a sweet little girl and her older brother will come in and like start trying to distract her or make funny faces or say bad words or something and try to like interrupt the lesson, and that's when serious Teacher Evelyn comes out and I say, no thank you. And then if he doesn't stop, I'm going to start ignoring him and just continue teaching my student, and he might be doing this. He's going to get bored if we don't give him any attention. If we don't give attention to his bad behavior, he's going to get bored and go play video games or something. And probably she's going to rat him out. Mom, he's bothering my English lesson. And Mom's paying big bucks, so she's going to get mad at him and he's going to go away. But if he doesn't and he's there being annoying the whole class time, I would definitely mention it in the comments to the parents so that they can watch the playback and punish their son accordingly. Or at least just keep him out of the classroom next time. Or you can request in the comments that the parent be present. Sometimes in a trial, this happened one time, I had 3 toddlers that I'm pretty sure they were from all different mothers. I think they were having a birthday party or something. They thought it would be a fun birthday party activity to take an English lesson. And they were like screaming and running away from my lion puppet, and they were laughing hysterically, and they were seriously all 3 only like 2.5 or 3 years old. They were not that interested in participating, but I'm like, hey, I'm getting paid for this, and these could be 3 different individual students in the future, so during trial time, like, it's not a big deal to teach more than one kid. So I saw the most effective thing to get them to sit down and participate was singing the ABC song, so we sang it like 5 times in that class period. Because whenever they would be like, we don't care about the lesson, I would be like, ABCs, and they'd be like, oh, we like the ABCs, okay. Another time, a little girl was taking the lesson, and she had like her sister or friend, and her mom, and her dad, and her grandma, and her grandpa. They were all like sitting there like, go girl, you take that English lesson. We're just gonna take notes back here. Don't mind us. Just take your English lesson. We're just gonna watch and participate a little bit. And and stare at the teacher. And I was just like, these classes are expensive. This is a trial class. I'm going to try to get them to sign up. I'm going to teach this whole family some English, and we're good, you know? So I taught the class. They were all smiles. They were so thankful. And you know what? Maybe that family can't even afford VIPKID classes. Maybe they just signed up for the free trial so they can learn a little bit of free English, and maybe didn't sign up because maybe they didn't have the money. It seemed like the family was in like one of those back rooms in a store. Like maybe they own a store and they went to the back room, something like that, you know. So I thought, you know what, this is this family's opportunity for a free English lesson. I'm gonna give it to them because I'm getting paid, so let's do this, you know. So for me personally, I realize this is a controversial perspective, but like, if there's more than one person in the class, like, I just teach. It's good to focus on just one student, though. I have heard an issue of people having a problem with siblings that kind of switch back and forth. Say they're twins. In one class, you have Bobby. In the other class, you have Billy. In one class, you have Bobby. In the other class, you have Billy. That can be confusing. So maybe let the LP know if that happens so that they can sign up for separate classes. And because a lot of times one sibling might be smarter than the other and more advanced in English. So anyway, that's my 2 cents about teaching siblings and families. And I also have a video about the mom that sits there and says the pronunciation wrong, which a lot of teachers complain about this, but I honestly haven't experienced it that much. Or maybe I'm just like have a high tolerance for it, so I just keep teaching and ignore it. But or maybe I get all the good families, I don't know. But the student will say, I'll say, hello, my name is Teacher Evelyn. And the mom will say, my name is Teacher Evelyn. And she'll say, my name is Teacher Evelyn. And I'm like, what's your name? Oh, my name is Bao Bao. Oh, Bao Bao. Yes, your name is Bao Bao. Very good, baby. Very good. And you know what? She's paying like $20+ for her daughter to teach the class. So if she wants to talk over me and take over the class, like, lady, you're paying and I'm getting paid, so I'm cool, you know? It's whatevs. If you want to teach your kid English that's not a native speaker, it's fine. Honestly, like, I have a 4-year-old and a 3-year-old and a 1.5-year-old. I'm a mom of 3 little ones. And if one of my kids took a class in Chinese, I would seriously want to get in on that. Like, I would either be sitting next to her, and if they honestly let my 4-year-old and 3-year-old both sit down, I might try that when they're older, like maybe like 5 and 6. I could not imagine setting my 1.5-year-old in front of a computer and like having him take an English class, but like, it's what people do in China. It's popular. All right, anyway, that's my 5 cents. 5 cents, I guess more than 2 cents. About teaching siblings in the classroom. I hope this video was helpful for you. Oh, one other little thing. One person said on Facebook, so my student was saying that they have a sister that is like 12 years old, but then when I asked about their family, they said that it's just their mom and dad and them. And they said that the sister has a different mom, and they were confused by that. Okay, guys. Sister and brother are the words that people in China call their cousins, okay? And they call everyone auntie and uncle, even if they're not related. So take that with a grain of salt. Keep that in mind when they're talking about their aunties and uncles, because it might not actually be what you're thinking. And when they talk about sisters and brothers, like one time somebody said, wow, they have like 10 sisters and brothers. In China, no, they don't. They're cousins, and they're from a bunch of different families, because each family has up to two. Like, maybe someday you'll teach a very rich family that has 3, but it's probably 1 or 2. Most families have 1 or 2. In the past, it was just 1. Now it's 2. A lot of families. All right. I hope this video was helpful for you. I hope you enjoyed my ramblings. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.